we're gonna get caught in them situations where we can't eat. What we're gonna do? We're gonna eat the first thing that we see.
Hey man, listen, that's the spirit. If we're still in that what if spirit, and is there some sort of exception, man, the Lord ain't dealing with you.
There's no exception.
That what if spirit is dangerous.
That's
because what if gonna lead to what if about the chip.
Right.
And what are we gonna do then? Like the apostle saying, you're gonna have a scalpel with you, or you look okay, your house shy, and knife the skin, and then you're gonna what? Do an operation on yourself.
The chip is the ultimate what if, man, because you'd be like, what if your children need to eat, or your wife is telling you, you know, we've got to get the chip, blah, 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 or they're going to kill us, or it doesn't matter, man. The most important thing is keeping strict to your faith, man, and to what the Lord said. I couldn't imagine just because I was hungry that I would just eat some pork. That idea is ridiculous. Imagine you sacrificing your salvation because you was too hungry, so you had to eat something.
It's like Esau. That's the spirit. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the spirit of Esau. Giving up the birthright for lentil stew.
He sold out. He sold out. That's the ultimate example of selling out.
See, a well-disciplined man is a man that can control his diet.
Right.
Anyways, bro, you got some.
Yeah, just 2 points. We was talking about pork. In Leviticus 11:8 it says, of their flesh ye shall not eat, and of their carcass ye shall not touch, they are unclean to you.
Yeah, we're not even meant to touch
that shit.
This is the thing, so it's like Esau's the devil because he puts pork in all kinds of products. He puts it in the money, he puts it in pencils, he puts it in everything. So you don't even know when you're touching something that's touched pork, so therefore you're defiled.
They use the same knives and that which they use on pork
To cut the regular meat.
on other meat and stuff. That's why, that's another thing, man. Praying over your food is very important, man. Okay?
Yep.
People talking about, oh yeah, well, if you can buy halal meat because they drain the blood. Okay, but they've prayed over it in the name of Allah. That's a demonic deity, man. Okay? You gotta put your prayer over to cancel out the prayer of the heathens, man. When you drink your water, when you drink your wine also, man. Talking about, kosher wine.
Your herbs.
That kosher wine is a spirit of Esau, man. His actual prayers in Hebrew to put over your food, man.
Right.
You could get caught out. Another brother was saying they put pork in everything. So I've been caught out before. And it just makes you more diligent, man.
Right.
Because if you just, anyone who's watching, just research gelatin and what they put it in. They put it in as many things as possible.
Yeah.
I noticed they put that gelatin in sweets.
Yeah.
Haribos.
Them children.
Which I do eat Haribos, but these are the ones without any gelatin. It's got like carrot juice, black juice, grape juice in it, so it ain't got
natural
gelatin.
fruit juices.
Well, they say it ain't got gelatin, but even with that, you can only, take their word.
So this is back in Leviticus 11, verse 5, and the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto.
And the coney and the hare, man. The coney's the rabbit, man. And they eat their own shit at least twice.
Yeah.
So they eat the shit out of that shit, and eat that shit again.
Right.
Sorry to be blunt, but that's just how it is, man. That's what they do. So why are you going to eat an animal that eats its own dung? You know, these people want to eat everything, man. Anything that moves, they want to eat. I remember I was at work one time, and I was supposed to be talking to someone about swine and how I don't eat it, and I heard this Eastern European man, and he literally said, I eat any meat. And I was like, I didn't say it out loud, but to myself I was like, I'm not surprised, man, because that's how you look. Everything's game. Everything is game. Everything moves, you eat it.
That sounds a bit, when you said I eat any meat, that sounds a bit faggish.
Well, that's their spirit as well, anyway.
Can I say something? That's like what they put on TV. What's that guy? Is it Bear Grylls? Where he goes around the world.
Yeah, man.
He's eating all kinds of abominations. They put that on TV as if it's a cool thing to do.
And you see Jake's getting involved in that bullshit.
Yeah.
Eating fucking live snakes.
Yeah.
Biting the heads of snakes.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
singing that. What was it they used to say to us? Give us one of those, give us one of them songs, man. That's what we do. So give us one of them songs we used to sing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, when on the plantation.
Give us a song,
Give us one of
boy.
them songs.
Football charts, maybe the my spirituals.
Give us one of them football spirituals that you used to sing back then.
Who are you? Who are you? Fuck that.
Vindaloo! Vindaloo!
Oh no.
You don't do that in the kingdom.
So back in Leviticus 11 and 7, another brother he brought it out.
Yeah, go.
And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be velvet-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean unto. And of their flesh ye shall not eat, and their carcass ye shall not touch, they are unclean unto.
Yeah, and guess what? In the kingdom, the nation's gonna have to adhere to this, man. Okay, it's gonna be a very hard and stark, distinct change, man. From eating whatever you want, it's gonna be, nah, man. You're gonna eat according to what is clean.
Imagine the Moabites, man.
They're gonna
They're gonna be finished.
Yeah,
No more.
I can't eat
rats,
dog.
cats, dogs.
destroyed, man. That's what's gonna happen to you, man.
Oh, you see that? You made it.
So verse 10, that's like your verse 9, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them ye shall eat.
Yeah, man.
Look how many things are in the seas and in the rivers that have fish and scales. But you gotta eat octopus.
You know, octopus is the sea, according to Esau, is the sea cousin of a spider. And it makes sense. It's like you picking up spiders and eating spiders, man. It's a sea spider. You know? But then you're there on a mukbang on YouTube. Oh yeah. The sound it makes whilst eating it tells you already that you ain't meant to be eating that.
The look of it.
Yeah.
The look of it. Things look like cockroaches.
It's crazy because they are the sea relative of actual cockroaches and spiders.
But if you want to be technical, they are insects, because the word insect means insections. And when you look at the structure of these crustaceans, they resemble the insects. They're insections, they're body parts.
Yeah, the limbs, like you said, like we would have a thorax and the different parts, man. That's the same thing.
So that's pretty much what it is.
Like I said before, them things that everyone's eating now, calling delicacies, man. Back in the day, they weren't delicacies, man. They were full of pork. More people were eating oysters and that. Now they're paying, super stupid amounts of money to eat shit.
You know, it's crazy.
Verse 13, and these are they which ye shall, and these are they which ye shall have in abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle, and the ostrich, and the osprey, and the vulture, and the kite after his kind. Every raven after his kind.
Where is this one going?
You know we started earlier now.
And the vulture and the kite after his kind, every raven after his kind, and the owl and the nighthawk and the cuckoo and the hawk after his kind, and the little owl and the cormorant and the great owl.
And Salaki, man, when we started off, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Really and truly, even the 2/3, right, eating these abominations, it's not really in their spirit, man. They're following Esau. That's why we said when we started out, man, you 2/3, okay, want to be like Esau, you're going to get the same judgment as Esau, man. Because you're actually forcing it, man. No Israelite, okay, is going to, within their right mind, is going to pop up one day and say, you know what, I'm going to cook some owl or raven. It's because you're following after, where's that scripture? Following a multitude to do evil.
And listen, they're birds.
That is evil,
They're
man.
birds of prey, man. You're eating creatures that are eating creatures their own kind. They eat like the vulture, for example, man. That eats carrion.
I don't know.
That eats dead creatures. So you're eating the flesh of something. If you was to eat, you'd be eating the flesh of something that eats dead animals, man. There's reasons for this.
And that's why people have spirits on them. That's why people have bad health Okay, especially spiritually, man.
Right.
All that eating
Messes you up.
It's like all that eating steaks rare. That's Esau's game, man. And the scripture tells you not to eat blood, man. Because
Yeah, the life is in the
blood is
blood.
life.
Okay, so yeah, that's why people they actually resent. Like, hey man, so lucky to say it, but well, not even so lucky to say it. Edomites are one and the same with dogs, man. Yeah. If you want to be honest, they actually resemble like you. Sometimes you watch an Edomite and his dog. You should be able to tell difference between owner or master and dog, but they're actually the same. Hey, think about it, man. Some Edomites look and move and operate like physical dogs. Why is that, man? Because of that medium rare shit they're eating, okay? And first of all, they're animals anyway, in nature and spirit. But that medium rare and rare meat they're eating, they're intaking the blood and they're taking on the life form of the animal.
Yep.
And it's abominations. So that's why they actually look like animals, man. Why do you think an Edomite smells like a dog, man?
That's right. That's why Job
And
said.
they even know that. So
They know it, man.
they even know that, man. Listen, man, that goes back to them caves, man.
That's
Cave
that-
lifestyle, man. When they was eating, you know, the raw flesh and what berries and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
Juniper roots, so that's it.
And even Job said he didn't want his dogs around Edomites.
Yeah.
That's how bad it would get.
Because when the scripture says the life is in the blood, man, the life is in the blood, man. You gonna actually take that form on if you're eating blood, man.
That's why the laws are perfect, man. The laws are perfect, man. Think about that. Think about what the Bible was just saying. You're taking on the spirit through eating the blood, man. And that's witchcraft as well. If you really want to go into it, that's witchcraft. That's what all these witches and warlocks of old would use the blood of animals or use the blood of other human beings, man.
Oh, the black pudding. Some of them small islands. I remember when I was younger, I went around a smart. They call him. Some of them small. Belgium. Some of the Belgium. I think it's in their history to do black pudding, and I actually tasted it, man. You know, I didn't know that what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But it's got a lot of seasoning in it and
I tasted it.
blood. I didn't know that the key ingredient of it was
Pig's blood.
coagulated blood. I didn't know that.
And fat as well, pig fat.
So not only are you eating the blood, you're eating the blood of the swine as well. But they season it. You can season shit to make it taste nice, I suppose. If you want to look at it like that, you know what I mean? They season everything. They season like. He was talking about the woman that was eating the alligator.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, you can't be eating shit like that.
That's right.
You had the whole thing on the plate, didn't it? It was the whole thing. It wasn't like a fillet. You had the head, the tail, the feet, and this woman's pouring sauce on it. This nigger woman's pouring sauce on it.
And that's why when you look at certain, especially Moabites and Ammonites and even Israelite women, that's why they have mental problems.
Yeah.
But you may be thinking, she's bugging out because she's just been a demon. No, sometimes she's bugging out because the spirit of the animals are on her. Like a dog will be calm and it will just switch on you.
Yeah.
Oh, why did it turn on its owner? Because that's the nature of the dog.
Multiple personality disorder.
Yeah, that's the same thing. But why do they have multiple personality disorder? Because they've taken on the spirit of these other animals, man. You know? Well, it's crazy, man.
Even it's like she says, well, like you said, it's not in the Jake spirit to really eat rare steak and shit. Like I remember I was watching this that TV show, Come Down With Me, and there was one Jake woman and out of like 4 or 5 Edomites, and the Edomite was hosting the dinner party. He was cooking steak, and then all the Edomites were like, yeah, medium rare, and then she's the only one who's like, well done, please. And the Edomite goes in the kitchen, he's like, fuck's sake. And he was screwing basically. He was getting angry because the Jake woman wanted her meat cooked.
These devils will tell you that it doesn't taste good if you cook it well done. That's bullshit. Yeah. I like a steak and I like my steak obviously well done. And it's just you have to cook it right, man. These devils, they just love the taste of blood.
Yeah.
Listen, if you go back 30 years, these Jakes would be eating prawns and lobsters and crabs and maybe crabs in the West Indies. They eat that sort of thing, but they weren't really eating things like that, and they weren't eating steaks rare. or medium rare. Meat was always cooked through, man.
So it says,
Read the verse of that.
okay, fine. It's, yeah, so, it's verse 21, Leviticus 11 and 21. It says, yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. Even those of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind.
See now, that's why Esau was turned everything upside down. Because in today's day and age, nobody ain't trying to eat no locust, man. But according to the law, you could eat that, man.
It's like he said, the locust of his kind as well. So not just the locust, but creatures that are of the same kind, man.
Exactly.
Because that's another thing. When you look at the Ark, man, and it talks about the animals going in 2 by 2. You've got these atheists and these dumb people out there talking about, you know, how did Noah take 2 of every animal? This is 2 of every kind. So like, you know, 2 of every, 2 of a particular type of bird, and then from those birds will come the other kinds of the birds, man. That's how it went down. Like two of one type of cat. You know what I mean? And then eventually you get more cats. 2 of every kind, man. So you got to really look into the words when you're reading the scriptures, man, to get better understanding. Just to say.
And the bold locust after his kind.
It's like you're on the whole thing of Noah. That's why the animals were obedient to Noah, because he had animals like comforting spirits, man. Like if you're a calm, comforting person, they'll come to you, man. And the word Noah, Nawak, means comfort, man. So it's a normal omen within the spirit that, you know, the Lord put it that the animals will obey him, man. You know? Actually, hold on.
I've got 2 precepts because you said the Edomites are like dogs. This is Proverbs 26 and 11. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. And that's the Edomites. So I've got another one, 2 Peter 2 and 22. But as it happened unto them, according to the true proverb, the dog is returned to his own vomit again, and the sow that is washed in her own wallowing in the mire. That makes sense.
Right, that's straight to the point, man. You know, spells Esau. They're finished on this, man.
And the bold locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind.
Yeah, because example of that, John the Baptist was known for eating locusts and wild honey, man. You know? So that's permissible to eat.
Yeah.
He wasn't just slacking, he was living off of that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a part of the diet, man. That was what he was.
That was his staple foods, man. You know? Hey, but that's it on that, man. You know, like, food, hey, like we just got into this last 45 minutes. Food is spiritual, man. The way you eat, what you eat, how you eat, man. You know? That's why people got demons on there, man. But as the scripture says, who has brought us out of darkness into this marvelous light, man. See this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. When we say 100% truth, it's 100%, man. All topics, we got the truth on it, man. But I'm done, man.
Yeah, man, like the brother's saying, you know, this world teaches you just to be an animal, you know, in other words, do as thou wilt. The Aleister Crowley kind of spirit. So that's what's working out in these last days. So, but in this truth, when you come into this truth and this understanding, you learn to become a man or a person that's upright, rather than you doing whatever you want to do to please the lust of your flesh. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch topics. And we're going to get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 9. After that, give me John 10, verse 20. Somebody give me John 10, 27. Yeah.
So it's Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 9. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave the tokens of our...
He purposely did that, I saw that.
Yeah, he just wanted something. They wanted some attention.
Purposely did that.
think that's funny.
Yeah, curse him.
She'll up round be upon you.
Yeah, curse him.
Yeah, she'll up round be upon you.
They're just bored. The board stiff. So that's why they're gonna do that. They just ignore them.
Yeah.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 9. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For this is our portion, and our lot is this.
Yeah, read that again.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 9. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness.
Yeah, let's start reading. Yeah, my bad. Hold on.
I love Jesus. I
Yeah,
love
my man,
Jesus.
my man.
I love Jesus. Boom, boom.
Let's go.
I love Jesus. Don't watch me. Don't watch me.
You're making it feel like six.
My message is wrong because I love Jesus.
Yeah, but
Same
get
message.
your hand from around
No,
him.
Jesus,
Don't wanna hug you.
Quran, it's all
Just have a
blessed.
nice
It's
day.
about
Have a nice
love.
day. Have a nice day.
I love people.
You know why
Where's the love? Where is the
That's
love?
why you got paid.
Where is the love?
Demon just
Where
come
is the
out.
love? I love you guys. Where is the love? Oh, dude. Bro. Oh. That's not Quran. Quran is love. Quran is love. Quran is love. Where
You know why
is
he's
the
up there? 'Cause he's
love?
ashamed. He sees
Where
a-
is
he
the
sees
love?
a group of
I'm
young men
drunk
doing what
and
they're supposed
I
to be
want
doing.
help.
And he's like, that's why he's up there.
Bless me. My
Yeah,
best
so,
friend
let me see this
told
now.
me go Islam. Where is the love? Where is the love? I'm asking.
No, I'm talking
Please
about the shit.
help me.
That's
Help me.
better.
Help me.
Yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
What? Where is the love though?
Don't worry about that.
Where's I am drunk. So you refuse me from Allah.
Go away, man. Go away. Go away, man.
Who do you worship?
Right, so we don't worship
Who do you
Allah.
worship? I'm broken soldier. My wing is broken. And you're saying fuck off to me. You're saying fuck off to me.
Yeah, bro, this
I'm
is all right,
broken.
man. He's just,
And you're saying
he's
fuck
a bit-
off to
he's a
me.
bit drunk.
I need help. I need help. Please help me.
He said he's in hell.
Help me.
The police are over there. Go and out to the police for help.
Help me. What the fuck is gonna help me?
He's trying to find the shit. Find the shit.
Help me, please. Help me. I'm asking, please help me.
Come in.
Yeah, read that again.
What is it called out there?
Oh, yeah, get John to. Okay,
You need
read
help.
that first.
Police are gonna come for you, right? You need help.
Right, this is St. John 10 and 27. It says, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
Right, so the Lord knows, what should I say, certain men
Help
that's
me.
down here on this
I'm
earth, they
asking.
already know
Help me.
what the truth is all
Help
about.
me.
But you got these guys out there.
I'm asking for help. No, but help me.
Listen, do you want help?
Please, yes.
Well, then
I
just be
need
quiet
help.
then and listen.
Please,
Just be quiet and listen then.
No,
No,
you have to help me.
be quiet and listen
You
then.
have to help me. Please. I'm asking.
Just
I'm asking.
relax and chill out.
I'm actually asking.
Just relax and chill out.
I'm asking.
Just chill.
I'm asking.
Just take a
My
chill
brother,
pill, man.
my brother, I'm looking in your eyes. You look at me. I'm asking.
Just relax and listen to the words.
I'm gonna get drunk today and I'm gonna get lost. This is a moment.
Don't get
Help
drunk then.
me.
If you're gonna get lost, don't get
Help
drunk then.
me. Please. Please. Help me. Brother, help me.
Do you really want help?
Yeah, let me see
Help
something.
me.
Listen then. Just wait
Help
and
me.
listen. Just listen to the word,
Help
man.
me.
Listen to
Just
the
have
word.
listen. There's Ecclesiasticus 2.
Just listen to the word.
Yeah, that's it.
man.
It's Psalm 2. Start with verse 8. It's about 2 in there. That's about it. Yeah, so read that again, brother. Read that again.
St. John 10 and 27, it says, my sheep hear my voice,
My voice.
and I know them, and they follow me.
Right,
And
so the Lord knows who his sheep is, and also the sheep knows who he is based on the voice. What is the voice? So when they hear the truth come out, right? They're gonna entail the truth. By using their mind, they're gonna learn these scriptures, and then they're gonna become teachers. And you're gonna have some brothers that are gonna become helpmates. Some brothers are gonna pretty much follow up
Who
within their
says that?
life.
Who defines
Alright, so what's going to happen is you're going to have a
Who
group of
defines
men
that? Who
that
defines
the Lord
that?
is going to only care about,
I'm asking.
which are those that are the elect. So
Who defines that? Who defines who is going to the hell?
We're already in hell, bro.
John 27, 10 and 27, it says, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
And it says, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
I want to follow you.
You're in the way of the camera.
You know the word.
No, you're in the way of the
I want to
camera.
follow you because you know the
You're
word.
in the way of the
I don't know
camera.
him.
You're in the way
I
of the
don't know
camera.
him. Why should I
Excuse
follow
me, please. Excuse me.
I know him.
Your brother's black this guy out, man.
Why should I follow you? Why should I follow you?
Get this guy out of here, man.
I like your word. My friend,
It's not my
I will
word, man.
follow you.
It's the word of the
I want to
Heavenly
follow. I want to follow you too.
This is what I'm saying. So like I was saying, yeah, so we gotta get brother. Yeah, just block him out, block him out.
St. John 10 and 27, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
Yeah, so like I was saying, and this is all spiritual. The same. He's not even. He don't even know what he's doing. What's going on is that Satan is losing his kingdom. So what he's trying to do with the spirit, he's trying to hinder the word from getting out. But it doesn't make a difference because the word is going to continue to go on. All right, because really, when you really look at this world, and you sense what's going on in the air, you can feel that the shit is getting ready to hit the fan, man. All right, this kingdom is getting ready to be destroyed, man. This society is on its last legs. So this is why you got characters like this that Satan is jumping upon, trying to hinder the word of the Lord, but it's not going to be stopped.
Form a little circle.
Second Peter's 3 and 3.
Chill out, just chill out.
Know in this verse that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust.
Right, and that's what you're going to have. You're going to have scoffers.
Keep him out of it.
People that have no life to live for themselves.
He's just drunk.
People have nothing to do with themselves. They're going to come up here and act like a damn fool because they're drunk out of their mind. You know, and because they're going through problems, they want you to be in amongst their problems, but we don't got time for that. You know what I mean? If you got your own issues, you got to just bear that cross, mate. All right? That's just how that goes. So read that again.
My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
All right, so the bottom line is the Lord knows who his sheep is. And also, the elect, when they hear the word of the Lord, they're going to take heed to it. They're not going to act all funny and not want to follow certain men because they got their egos inflated. No, they're going to take heed to the word of the Lord. Like, for example, we got certain leaders in different camps that can't accept the whole idea of the mark of the beast being a microchip. They can't accept that Cornelius is an Israelite simply because Great Millstones teaching it. And these guys, they just want to do what they want to do, and they want to be their own man. But it ain't about being your own man. It's about following the righteousness of the Heavenly Father, which is what we're speaking out of our mouths. All right, that's what we're doing. You know, what we're doing, we're not coming out here just to massage our egos. We're coming out here because we simply fear the Lord, and we're sincere about this. The scriptures tells you to worship the Lord in the sincerity, in what is it, in truth. Worship the Lord in the spirit and in truth. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So if you guys are going off, man, which you guys know you're going off, but you don't want to take heed to the word, which is coming out the right way, then you guys are going to get dealt with.
Thank you.
All right? That's just the bottom line, man. So let's read that again, bro.
St. John 10 and 27 says, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
That's all Satan, man.
And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
Yeah, because the Lord cares for his sheep, aka the elect. The Lord is only concerned of those that have the truth. Those that are going to get the truth. That's who he's concerned about. He don't care about any old out there stop people that's trying to cause some kind of travesty, man. Or mischief, let me use that word. Alright, go on.
Verse 29, it says, my Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
Exactly, because Yahweh really chose us from the beginning. Even before the beginning, even before the creation of the earth, we were chosen. Check that out. Lord willing, and that's what we believe. We believe that we're those spirits that were chosen way before the earth was created. All right? But you do have a group of men that are already situated for salvation. Okay? It's all based on predestination. So you can't will yourself to become a man of the Lord or try to be righteous. If it's your lot to be a damn fruitcake or whatever the case may be, outside of being righteous, then that's your lot. All right. If it's your lot to be the elect, you can't come outside of that and become something other than that.
And that's spiritual.
Yeah, go on.
Because as we went into before the brother came to Pem, he was going into the first spirits, man.
Yep.
You know, the first chosen of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah. And that's what it is. So the Most High is not concerned about anything else, rather than those of his elect right now. Because the Most High was always dealing with the whole nation of Israel, and they always was going up, man. So the new thing on the block nowadays is that it's all about the elect. So if you're a part of the elect, and you get the word of the Heavenly Father, therefore prophecy is fulfilled, and therefore the Messiah has to make a second return so he can save the elect. Okay? So not only do we say that the other nations can't get this truth, but also the 2/3 of our own people can't get this truth. Go on, brother.
It's Romans 9:6. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect, for they are not of Israel which are of Israel.
Exactly, because you have the Israel of the Most High. This is what this is really talking about. Let's read that one more time.
Romans 9:6. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect, for they are not of Israel which are of Israel.
Exactly. So what Paul was saying is that you have Israelites that are not Israelites of the
God is
Most High.
good all the time.
They're just coming.
God loves you all the time.
And then
When you're bad,
you're gonna
God
have guys
finds a way
like this
to make you
He's
good.
not gonna be a part of the governing
There is
body.
no
He's just
way
gonna be a regular Israelite.
to be unadapted because
But he's
God
gonna be
is
blessed,
good
of course.
all the time.
Okay, all the Israel's gonna be blessed.
God is
When
good
he's
all the
set
time.
up, we're gonna receive the abundance of the blessings of the Lord because of the work that we're putting in right now. All right, to forward into our reward into the future. Go on.
Thank you today.
Verse 7. Neither because they are of the seed of Abraham are they all children.
Right, because you had Abraham, what is it, produced their sons.
We do Old
And
Testament.
only one son got the blessing in the covenant. And that son was Isaac. And then Isaac came, Jacob. Jacob came, and then ultimately down to the 12 sons, his 12 patriarchs. So that's the lineage
The Old
of the covenant.
Testament ends up in love, right? And the love is real.
And so if you're not a part of the covenant,
Where is the love?
then you're
Where
gonna be
is the
saved.
love? Where is the love? Find the love. Find the love.
Yeah,
Old
you just
Testament
got
ends up in love.
Yes, so
I'm just saying. So, the rest, I'm out there.
Who is
TV.
reading?
Jeez.
Yeah, you can give me that. Hold on to that. Let him finish this though. I wanted to finish that.
Preach love. When you speak, preach love. I follow. Where is love?